Well, we have been watching the radar fill in this morning with lots of heavy rainfall. We're going to be taking you outside into Halifax with Nathan Coleman in a second. But I just want to show you this here. Over the last 6 hours, Halifax has seen 37 millimeters of rain, 23 in Greenwood, 20 in Freeport, Yarmouth has seen 12 millimeters, and we're going to continue to see this rainfall fill in. We're going to continue to see the radar become bulkier and bigger. The system will be pushing in along the Fundy shores up towards Fredericton. Places like Charlottetown do have a special weather statement in place. And as we look at Halifax this morning, the rain has just been pouring. The winds will be picking up. Didn't stop that team of joggers from getting out. I love the dedication, but certainly it feels more like a fall storm out there. And of course, the man who can explain it perfectly because he is out in the elements right now, well, that is you and Nathan Coleman. Great to have you on the show today.
Oh, great to be on, Rachel, and great to see the dedication of those joggers for sure. But as the day continues, you do want to proceed with caution. We do have that rainfall warning in place, which specifically mentions that similar storms in the past have caused, road shoulder erosion and washouts. So you want to be very careful if you're out traveling on the roads around Nova Scotia today, because if you see a road covered in water, we always tell people, don't try to go through it. You want to turn around because you don't know how deep that water is underneath or what the state of the road is underneath, especially as the rain continues to pour down. These are high numbers in a very short period of time.
Oh, absolutely, Nate. And I'll just take a look at this map here. It's showing you the highway impacts right along that coast of Nova Scotia. This is where we are likely to see some of the heaviest rainfall. So along Highway 10, 103, 101, 105, right through the HRM, this is where we could be seeing upwards of about 75 millimeters of rain. So that's exactly why that rainfall warning has been put in place. Embedded thunderstorms could also be part of that story. And Nate, the wind, some of the wind gusts within Halifax today likely to exceed 70 kilometers an hour. So let's talk a little bit about those marine services, because I'm sure there are some delays today or full-out cancellations.
Yes, ferry crossings between Newfoundland and Nova Scotia have been canceled for the day. That's with Marine Atlantic. And there are also canceled crossings between PEI and Nova Scotia. So your only option is the bridge there. We'll keep an eye on that, whether or not there are restrictions on the Confederation Bridge as well, because that sometimes happens with these wind events. And we're seeing, just a lot of the leaves blowing off, and they're out in the puddles now, and they're piling up on those storm drains. So that could be an issue as well.
Oh, Nate, you know what? That's a great point to clear some of your storm drains, because this is just that classic time of year where that can lead to flooding on your street, right? If you do see that storm drain just completely covered in that fall foliage, makes a big difference to clean it off.
Oh, it does. This water, it needs somewhere to go, and that gets in the way. And, that's why we see the ponding and the potential for localized flooding, and then it could seep down into your basement. So if you do see a pile of leaves, you want to be very cautious, of course, but if you can sweep them away from that drain, it'd be helpful.
Now, Nate, this feels more like maybe a late September, October storm in your backyard. You okay with that, or are you still hoping you can squeeze out a bit more summer?
I'm okay with this. We needed some rain. We have had rain this summer, but it tends to all come at once. And here we are again with it happening. But yeah, it's good to see some rain out here. I just hope that drivers are cautious on the roads.
Absolutely. Okay, Nate, hold on to that umbrella today, and thank you so much for joining us here on the show. I just want to show everybody your conditions as we go into this afternoon. Rain holding right across the Maritimes, pushing into Newfoundland. Wreck house wind warnings are in place, by the way. Rain continuing this evening, overnight, and in through Sunday morning.